$113. Do you know what it means?
Hey,
This
shout out to the
this
twerk
podcast
team.
was needed because I have not been doing a damn thing for 2.5 weeks, so it's needed.
Yeah, it's good
Back in the
talks.
building.
Get you some good company.
Hell yeah.
Obviously.
Man.
All right,
The homies.
welcome everybody. Welcome back to the StruggleHolics podcast because it feels like it's been
2 weeks. Yeah, I
Yeah.
It feel like it's been a long ass time.
Yeah, since we did an episode. We are your host, Clayton,
Jay Smooth.
Alisha.
Amondo.
and sorry to the YouTube fans as to why I didn't have an episode for 112. Yeah, my foot got ran over, so that's a valid reason as to why I didn't have any desire to really edit it, because the day I was supposed to edit it is the day that shit happened. So
Yeah, there's just a lot of stuff going on.
Heck yeah.
But we're glad everybody's okay.
Heck yeah.
Everybody
I
alive.
was about to say, other than that, how's y'all 2 weeks been? Because mine's been shitty.
Honestly, my shit been kind of everywhere, to be honest. Like, when I'm going to see that Demon Slayer movie.
That's why I was waiting to the podcast to start to ask y'all, how did that go? How was the movie?
The movie, honestly, it was kind of a
Mid.
letdown.
Damn.
The nerds were getting angry. Like they're like. Also,
I
please
was
excuse
getting
my
angry.
voice because I'm a little under the weather. But the nerds were like, "What the?" Like, people were literally yelling out loud, like, "What is this?"
So what about the movie were y'all expecting that y'all really didn't receive?
It was supposed to be, I didn't see it, but from what Josh told me, it was supposed to be basically the movie leading into season 3. But
Okay.
they really just made a movie of season 2. and
The
put it in
ending
theaters.
of season. It was like the last 2
Like-
episodes of season 2, and then the first episode of season 3. It wasn't like, because you remember, what's the one that like sold out? The other one before that, I didn't see that in theaters.
Wait.
The train one, the one when they're on the
Oh,
train. That
yeah,
was
yeah.
freaking hype. Like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was insane. Like I watched that on Crunchyroll, like the actual movie, and that was like battles were going down, people were dying, shit was being plotted. This was none of the sort.
It was just a rehashing.
Yeah, it basically, because Mugen Train it took place in between season 1 leading into season 2.
Right.
Yeah.
So after you see the movie, season 2 basically picks up right
So
after
this is
the
like
movie.
they normal little thing. They throw a movie
Yeah.
in between the seasons, like a lead up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this movie was just basically a recap of the end of season 2, and then probably what's going to be the first episode of season 3.
Exactly.
So it was like
And-
shit you already seen, basically.
Okay.
Look, and then I was pissed off as fuck about it. And then, like, right after we walked out, I was like, wait. I started reading the fine print of what it said on the movie. I'm like, motherfucker.
It did say that.
That shit said episode, I think, like 12 and 13. And I'm like, bitch, of what we've already seen. And I'm like, I really fell for this shit. They got us the motherfucking okie doke, my nigga.
Yeah.
They did, bro.
I've been watching.
Cause I was like, nigga, I could have watched this at home.
Oh god.
I've seen
I mean,
this before.
it was still cool because it was still Demon Slayer,
I mean,
like
it
on the
was-
big screen. So like that part was like
Yeah, it gave you the
hype
nice
and like
theatrical.
sweet, and you know
Yeah.
they already come with the animation and the.
It
But
was
story wise,
It was a wonderful refresher.
one guy was snoring.
Dog, it was a guy 2 seats over from
Right over
us.
from Josh. Loud.
I ain't gonna lie, them movie naps.
No,
Sometimes them movie naps be
disrespectful.
hitting.
I only had
It's
one movie nap
sub.
ever.
We trying to re-end, like see what's going on. Be quiet.
I done had a couple movie
That's my
naps.
mom. That's my mom. Every movie ever, except Straight Outta Compton. That's the only movie she ever stayed up
That shit
from
was
start to
fire.
finish.
That's fair. There's a lot going
But
on.
every other movie, she falls asleep. I'm like, why you even go to movies?
It's a good nap. I ain't gonna
No.
lie.
I've been watching hella One Piece since I've been at home.
I was
That's good. Actually, you had a good amount of time to work
Catch
through
up.
that.
I'm in season.
That's
I'm
all
in
he got is
season
time.
6. Literally, my mom. I shared something on Facebook. My mom like, you got too much time on your hand. I'm like, I got nothing but time. I'm literally home every day, all day long. I have not. I only left the house to go to doctor's appointments. Other than that, I've literally just been in the house.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
no.
So was it like season finale or what's going on with One Piece right now? Because I heard somebody
Oh
was talking about
shit!
this.
I don't know what's going on as far as like the up to date
Is it
shit.
still going?
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's
One
up
Piece,
to date.
One
Yeah.
Piece has almost got as many novels as the Bible.
Wow.
Dang.
Like for real.
I just
Like
can't
for real.
do it.
It's like the Bible, then the next book behind that is One Piece.
But are a lot of episodes filler, or is it
That shit is
It's not as much.
actual?
It's a lot of filler, but it's not as much as like you would think.
Oh, okay.
I just Googled like and filler episodes of One Piece, so I know what episodes to skip and just
Yeah.
continue to watch the same shit. But I'm in. I forgot what arc this is. It's they fighting like zombies and shit like that on some pirate ship.
Okay.
They just got they just met that skeleton dude, Brooke. He's gonna be part of their crew.
Oh, okay.
It's season 6, so niggas who watch One Piece know exactly what arc I'm talking about.
God damn.
It's a lot.
Hey,
like,
man.
And props to you because I cannot do it.
So I kind of want you to go in on what you were saying earlier about Luffy on that shit.
oh, how that nigga got hella plot armor. I don't want to hear it. No nigga that watch anime and complain about plot armor but will defend One Piece being the fucking GOAT. Because this nigga Luffy got hella plot armor.
So for people who don't know who Luffy is, like me, who is
So,
Luffy? He's the
He's
main
the main character. He's
Okay.
the captain of.
The
He's
little
the
nigga who
captain
can
of the
stretch and
ship.
all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I done seen a couple
gum fruit ass
pictures.
nigga.
We see the images. That's
So
all.
people who don't know what plot armor is, it's basically like the only way that the main character win is because he's the main character.
Mhm.
There's no other reason for them to win. That's what this nigga got. They complain about other animes having hella plot armor, but I was watching this arc, the Ennis Lobby arc for One Piece nerds who know the arc. So Luffy was getting worked
Mhm.
by this nigga. What the fuck was his name? Fuck, I can't remember his name. I'm pissed. It was like Lucius or some shit like that. But he had this attack, right? It was called like finger pistol, where
Mhm.
basically they poke you, but it's like a gunshot. Like their finger get stiff as iron and they poke you and it's like shooting you basically. But he upped the move to it was like 60 caliber shot or some shit like that. But he hold both fists and then shoot off like a shotgun. And he was blasting Luffy with it. So he had that nigga at point blank range, hit Luffy with it, and his eyes turned white like this nigga just basically dead, blood shooting everywhere. He about to fall down. You know the whole dramatic. He's standing there before they drop down. He's standing there, and Luffy like stumbling, about to get ready to fall. And all of a sudden, this nigga just takes a deep breath and just hit this one powerful move to end this nigga. But before all that shit happened, he got hit at point blank range, and Luffy literally said, "I can't get hit by that again. It's gonna be over for me." So he had him at point blank range and hit him again, and Luffy's about to drop down dead. I'm like, all right, it's over. This nigga just sucks it up and then just all of a sudden just hit him with one powerful move. I'm like, this is the most plot armor shit I've ever seen in my life.
So this nigga defense is a deep breath.
Basically.
Anime is so dramatic
A speech.
sometimes.
It's
A
battles.
speech
they be
and a
like,
deep breath,
But-
nigga.
they be like, well, I have one
Yeah.
leg and I have 0% blood and I'm running on empty, but I'm gonna boost up. Like what?
But also too, Demon
I
Slayer.
won't stop fighting.
Demon Slayer is the
I
only
was-
anime that
Right.
like fights for family.
Mhm.
Every other anime, you family, you could die. But you fuck with my friends? No,
Well,
my friends
like
is my
close
family.
family. Yeah, like
No,
you mean like
close
actual.
fam-
You mean like
Close
actual
family,
family.
because sometimes they dad or they parents or they siblings would be the main villain
That's
and
true.
they'll box them niggas.
That's
But then when it comes to their friends, you fuck with my friends, like I'm killing you.
Mhm.
That's all One Piece is.
Full Metal.
Well, yeah, Al,
Okay.
Al.
Okay.
That was a good one.
Mhm.
Full Metal and
The
Demon Slayer.
family.
But Luffy is basically like Luffy, Goku, Naruto, all them niggas. Like
Goku don't care about that.
you could
really.
destroy, you could destroy my village.
Mhm.
You
I don't
could,
give a
you
fuck
could
about
fuck
that.
my wife. You could fuck my wife. You could destroy my village.
No, fuck my wife.
You could empty my bank account. But you do something to my friends.
Don't
and
touch
it's
my
over for you.
Don't touch my Sasuke-kun.
He said,
I'm telling
Krillin's dead again?
Man, listen, them niggas not so much in
Again?
Dragon Ball Z. It's ridiculous.
His
But
back hurt.
I'm just tripping on this nigga power is poking niggas.
That wasn't all his power. So they had
They keep surrounding
I
this
just
taking
thought
the
it
niggas
was like-
down.
They had it was called like it was like 6 techniques of like
Poking?
of this group.
This nigga got the finger gang down. I'm playing around this bitch.
one
Some of y'all need to read that.
Like as I'm saying it sounded like sexual as hell. Like finger poke.
Boy,
like,
I'll poke the hell
so-
out you. You don't get the fuck back.
But it's finger pistol, and then it's iron body. That's why I say like it sounds sexual.
And it's anime, so listen.
It's iron body where your body is tough as iron. There's moonwalking where niggas can basically fly they jumping around because it's called moonwalking.
Acrobatic.
It was another one. I forgot what it was called, but it was basically to make them move super fast.
Oh.
It was like
Hit it with that little.
I can't remember what the other moves are called.
Right here. Wow.
Turbo boost. Wow. Maybe I do want to watch One Piece. I'm gonna check it out.
You said what the episodes was?
Damn minute.
Shit, that's
Wait a
that's
damn
season
minute.
5. That's all of season 5. That whole arc. If y'all need to see the arc that I'm talking about, it's season 5. Well, on Funimation it is because I'm watching dub.
Since we're talking about anime, we need to talk about Attack on Titan.
I didn't see the new episode.
What?
The dub ain't come out yet.
Oh, you're one of those. I forgot.
Yeah, he had
The dub ain't come out
I
yet.
texted Josh and I was like, I sent through the movie times. I was like, all right, well, and I didn't realize that it was all sub. And I was like, oh, wait a minute, is this okay with you? And he was like, yeah, that's Clay who'd be like in the dub. I was like, yeah, I knew he was a real one. I knew he was a real one. I was like, let's go enjoy this cinematic
like pretend to read
experience.
and shit, dog.
No, nigga.
It's quite literally
And I was
easy.
gonna ask, at a certain point, because are y'all just reading, or are y'all actually listening to like the pronunciation of the language? Do y'all actually get it after a certain time, like certain words, or it's just
no.
I'm reading subtitles?
They might get the Japanese version of no
phrases.
or yeah.
We
like
won't be
certain
doing
phrases.
no big translates, no.
Oh my
But I just want to see it in the
CD.
original way that it was formed.
Yeah,
Because I'm sorry, like the dub is just like the voices are usually more annoying, and like they change like the dialect a little bit to make more sense to like us.
I mean,
Like,
that's
see
all
the-
translation of like shows. It's gonna
Yeah.
change it, but
No.
I much rather listen to dub because even if I like zone out and focus on something else or whatever, I could still pick up what's going on.
Lock in.
That's the only
trying to go
annoying
back.
part.
That sound like an
gotta
excuse.
watch the screen.
That sound like
Yeah.
that sound like an excuse to not lock in.
But yeah, like you said, you gotta lock in.
I lock in most of the time. What
I
you
gotta-
mean? I just don't. I'm not about to sit here and listen to a language I don't understand and pretend that like, yeah, this shit fire. I don't know.
Clay's is over here like
Turn your subtitles off and tell me if it's as enjoyable without the subtitles. Because it's
I would get the
enjoyable.
gist.
It's enjoyable for me without subtitles.
I'd be like, is he dying or not?
Yeah.
What is going on?
Because I say some people actually learn certain languages off of that, like just
Yeah,
watching
like,
movies,
yeah,
and
movies
just
and
listen,
animes
watching
and
the
stuff.
It's actually-
subtitles.
That's actually more common for other languages to learn English.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just hearing it.
There's a wrestler in WWE named Kevin Owens. He legit learned how to speak English from watching WWE growing up.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
that's
lot of people be like that.
So
Just watching stuff.
his first language is French and his second language is English. But when you hear him talk, you wouldn't think that he could speak French.
Mhm.
It's all self-taught.
Mm-hmm. He learned from watching WWE. That's
that's
actually
crazy.
really common. There's a lot of like people that speak different languages and said they from watching American movies they learn how to speak English.
Yeah,
I
I
can
always
see
wonder
that.
how we sound to other people.
Ghetto, probably.
We really do though.
Probably.
Because when you hear English people use our accent, it just sound ghetto as hell. It's like, damn, y'all sound so proper. Then you get to talking like Americans. It's like, nigga, why you put so much hood on that?
They say we
We
have a
really
lot
the
of slang,
hood.
like
We do.
compared to other
Yeah.
languages.
You-
That's what makes it hard.
The
The
Americans,
US,
the hood of England.
I won't say the U.S., but the North American English dialect is a lot tougher to learn for every other language.
Yeah, because our shit's stupid.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Like, we
so
change so
many
many words.
contradictions.
But then
in the
again, too,
words,
I
bro.
fuck with ours more because I'll be damned if I'm going to call cookies biscuits. Because that's what they do.
God.
That's what they do in Europe. They call them biscuits.
Or chips are
Yeah, that
crisp.
shit don't sound
Yeah.
appetizing for like.
You want some Oreo biscuits?
Yeah, like
A bag of crisps.
Yeah.
Give me a bag of chips.
Crisps.
Oh my God. Crisps.
They call shoes. They call like gym shoes trainers.
Goodbye.
Oh my god, bro!
They
I
training
do be hearing
sneakers.
that. I do be
So
hearing.
they
that.
really go off the actual word.
Yeah.
Nah, nigga, we gonna call this shit what the fuck we call this
You
shit.
gotta go
Sneakers.
to the loo. That means the bathroom.
Oh my God.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
gotta
you ever heard
they
that?
call it
Yeah,
the-
I ever heard that.
They
We're
call
about
it
to
the
hit the loo.
They call the trash
Where
can
my
a
nigga Lou
bin.
at?
I've heard
In the
that.
bin.
Mhm.
What else?
Put it in a bloody bin. Yeah, I heard that. I heard
Hey, that was pretty good.
You got here for a wet ya?
Where you go? What?
Dog, there's this one.
Let not pee on me.
There's this one motivational dude, bro. He's like, he that dude that's dressed up like a student in the gym.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
Like he'd walk up to you and be like, brother, or do you want it or not? Get your head in the game, mate.
I need
And
that.
like just fucking going absolutely crazy.
He be talking to
Dog.
his dude crazy.
Yo,
Like
no.
he pulled up to his homie, knocking on his window, like roll the window down. He's like, I don't want to go to the gym. Roll the window down. And as soon as he rolled the window, he like, look, you can either make excuses or have a small dick. You can't have both.
That's a good one.
Dude is fucking hilarious. Or like when dude trying to work out, he's like, one more. Your mom. He's like, I can't do it, bro. Brother. Last night when your mom died from stage 4 brain cancer, what did she say? My son is gonna be somebody. Prove her right.
That's the kind of person you need at the gym with you.
The dude is hilarious.
That's the kind of person you need at the
right
gym with you. For sure.
Dude is hilarious. But
Oh my
getting
God.
told I'll wet you. I'm like, I don't know.
I wet your block.
Like,
Where's my piece, bruv? Like, I
piece what?
don't know.
What you want?
Yeah, they
But they tough over there for real. They stab niggas over
Oh,
there.
yeah, no,
Oh,
they
yeah.
close quarters action over there.
Yeah.
If you get
Okay.
caught with a gun over there, it's like
Yeah.
it's raps for
So
you.
they don't shoot, nigga. They pop. They poke you like they in jail. Still.
Oh yeah,
They over there poking.
like
Super
how over here, how we talk about like how gun control need to be a real thing. Over there, it's a knife problem. Over
Yeah.
there. People are over there.
Shit, they
That's
won't even
happening.
walk around with hammers.
London
Just 'cause
is-
they
Yeah,
get strict
they're
on the
on
knives.
knives.
They got the hammers.
London is
I
like
think
there's
y'all
a certain
hood
part of
over here,
London
y'all
that's
niggas ain't
like
sick.
the Detroit basically.
Mhm.
Damn.
Like niggas, motherfuckers will use any weapon.
I was saying, it don't matter what you
gonna try to
ban,
take one of my weapons away, nigga? I got a whole stash back here. I will get creative and find
there
something
will
else.
always be
Shit.
violence.
Wow.
That's the one
It's
thing you
human
can't really
nature.
have.
It's
What is that?
it's law of nature. It is the law of nature.
Violence. Violence is nature in general.
I don't
People-
know.
And look at animal violence.
That's what I'm gonna say.
Animal violence happen, and it's fucked up.
Animals be fucking each other up.
Yeah, it's
A lot of you realize how weak the human race really is physically compared when you see what animals can do.
For real.
Listen, I just was because I had fucking squirrels always be in my goddamn garbage can, and I was like, bro, squirrels wanted to take us out. Niggas is over. Nigga, it's over.
Somebody on Instagram said we are lucky that animals are racist because could you imagine if you walking down the street and you see a bear coming at you with a gorilla riding on his back, getting ready,
like
to
a
throw
gang
snakes
up.
at you?
For real.
Like,
Listen,
what would you do?
Because if animals really wanted to,
A lion, a tiger, a bear.
niggas be scared of bees. Let a bee come into a car full of men.
Yeah.
A lot of men nowadays are gonna flip. I be like, bro, it's a bee, bro.
Speaking of
Relax.
bees,
Relax.
Speaking of bees, doing
I'm
construction, something that I learned: underground hives.
Yes.
I did not know that was a
yeah,
thing
hell yeah.
until doing construction.
That's terrifying.
Underground hives.
That's
Nigga,
terrifying.
underground, like under the concrete, nigga.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What?
that's where bees and insects go first off during the winter and everything. They
They're
burrow
They're like in the
underground.
sewers and stuff. Or
They could be, but like they could just be under the grass. They could be like in my backyard right now under the grass. Wouldn't know. So when we dig in this ditch and we hit a fucking hive, and all the motherfuckers come out and start attacking you,
oh hell,
Yeah.
I did not
Better
know
than
about
me.
underground hives until I was doing construction.
Yep. You
Yes,
just think of them being on the tree.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hell no, shit. 'Cause you
And
rarely
you
even
don't
see
and you
beehives
don't
on
know
trees
they
now.
down there until you hit it, and you all of a sudden you start getting stung.
No.
Like,
You
how
fucking
many
with-
times does that happen to you?
It hasn't happened to me. I worked a
Oh.
job where I just happened to be like a good 50 feet away, and they were digging. They were we were getting ready to put water main in the ground,
Mhm.
and as they doing that, they got a vac truck basically sitting there to suck out the mud, whatever, so that way it don't pack up or whatever.
Yeah.
So they doing that digging to try to make sure that they could see down in there. As they like sucking all that up, they hit a underground hive. And as I'm down the road, or whatever, I just see the dudes running around, swinging their arms. I'm like, oh, they must be getting stung. And I tell you, they got stung 6-7 times. And when they finally told me, like, we hit an underground hive.
Listen.
See, I could never. I would be so dramatic.
Yeah,
When I tell you, I
somebody
would
there.
just start. I'll be like, get the flamethrower out here. Fuck this shit. Like, absolutely.
It's time to get
Straight to
active.
flamethrower.
It's time to get active.
We don't have a
Shit.
flamethrower.
She went
That's-
straight to flamethrower.
Talking about
I don't
humans ain't got a
fuck with
chance. Shit, let
We
me
don't.
show you something.
We don't.
Yeah, I ancestor was a flamethrower, nigga.
You don't have
Yeah.
that in the
That's
back?
an equalizer. That's what we call
Y'all
that.
don't
To
have
be
that in the
honest,
back?
I want to know, how do we conquer everything? I get that we the most intelligent in a sense.
We separated ourselves.
I mean, yeah, but I want to know how, like, because when I picture cavemen, you just picture them holding the spear and everything.
Yeah.
But you see, do you see how jacked these animals are? How the fuck do we
teamwork.
beat them?
And then, but back then we was jacked as hell too. Though.
Yeah, but our strength still was significantly less compared to them.
Teamwork, and I feel like once they started using the
Our
resources,
inventions,
like other
Inventions
animals
really
don't
are
use the
smarter.
resources; they just live off the resources.
Exactly.
Hell, chimpanzees and gorillas, they not far behind us as far as intelligence wise. They're
just a tiny bit
like
not
50
there.
million years, you know, they'll be there.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like Planet of the Apes.
Because that's why I say with us, we are more so brains. It's like they are cousins. We the brains, they the brains.
Mm-hmm.
They just where we get our body developed quicker with our brains, and that's where our main source of development goes to our brain and stuff. Theirs literally go to their body. That's why they so motherfucking cock. It's like the big dummy in the yard. Just the big nigga who I know how to smash.
They smart because you could teach a gorilla or a chimpanzee
you be like,
to drive. You could teach them to drive if you want to.
They could drive.
Yeah, you can train them to drive.
Was that a chimp or I forgot what species what's the name it was, but he was driving a golf cart hanging. He was driving a golf cart hanging out this chilling.
Yes, bro.
If y'all were getting attacked by an animal, which one would y'all prefer? Y'all would rather get attacked by a chimpanzee, a grizzly bear, or a lion?
Damn, that's tough. Those are all really fucking horrible.
What's the terrain?
Thank you.
Don't matter. They all can climb trees quick as hell. I didn't realize gorillas. Not gorillas. I didn't realize grizzly bears can climb trees as fast as they can.
Nigga,
Put me in a shopping mall.
like one of the top predators. Bears in general are like
the crazy thing is that they're omnivores.
Yeah,
but I would rather get attacked by a lion. Lion gonna make it quick. They go for the neck. Try to just take you out.
But I'm thinking about survival. You just go lay down and roll over.
Listen, I'm trying to make it up this shit.
Yes. Because here's the thing.
I'm trying to think for survival.
Lions go for the neck. Lions go for the neck. Grizzly bears, they put both paws down on your hands and they rip you from the insides. They go for your stomach and rip your insides.
Yep, that's why they tell you anytime.
Chimpanzees
curl up.
Chimpanzees, they dismember you. They try to rip your face off. They bite.
Yeah,
all
that
your
one's
fingers
automatic.
Off.
No,
they bite all your fingers and toes off individually, and
Lion
then they go for
or
your
bear.
neck and try to rip it off.
What, nigga?
Yeah, no, that one's an automatic no.
Shit.
But I feel
chimpanzees, they don't try to kill you. They want to dismember you first before you die, and they want to pull off all body parts.
They literally brutal.
I'm gonna have to go with the bear. I think.
I'm
going
going lion.
Bear the last one on my list. I ain't gonna lie.
For real?
No, chimpanzees the last one on my list because chimpanzees they want me to.
Bears
stay
are kind of dumb though.
Process.
Nah, hell no.
What? You made a really strong case for the lion. I ain't gonna lie because
Alisha, you don't know how smart bears is.
Yeah,
Bears ain't
I feel
dumb.
like bears are
smart as hell.
No,
hell no.
The bear is the worst.
They have
Bears hold
strong
you down.
senses.
I think chimpanzees is the worst.
Bears opening car doors and
how fast are they?
Bears
can run 40 miles an hour
and can climb trees.
Yeah.
Alisha, like the fastest men, like in
They
football,
can run 40
run like
miles
20,
an hour.
The fastest, the fastest men in the world run like 25.
Top predators.
Usain Bolt, the fastest man in the world, his top speed I think was like 28 miles per hour. A bear runs anywhere from 35 to 40 miles an hour.
I didn't know bears were that fast. I think
Hell no. I told you they literally are like at
majority.
The top.
I feel like I could finesse a bear though.
Hell no.
I'm gonna have to go with the bear.
I'm going bear last.
If I had to choose, like
I'm going chimpanzee last on my list.
Y'all give me the bear
because at least the bear, if you rip my insides out, I could die.
That's a big motherfucker.
A lion, absolutely not. A lion's fucking me up.
A lion is a big motherfucker.
But
those are natural born predators.
But a lion wants to take you out completely before they do anything else. So they go for the neck. They go for the neck.
Yeah, you're thinking about death. I'm thinking about survival.
Yes.
I'm thinking about who can I scrap
You're not
with?
surviving any of these. Let's
I
be
know,
fucking
but I'm
for
gonna
real.
go for fighting.
Alisha,
I feel like I can juke the lion better than I can juke the bear.
Really?
No,
See, I didn't know.
lions can hit corners like a month.
Yeah, they're
I
stealthy.
I done seen them in some chases. Now they didn't got juked up.
Yeah, by other animals that can juke. You ever seen that? You seen
I feel like I'll be out there like Barry. I'll be out there like Barry Sanders on the motherfuckers, man. Listen, lion for a lion.
Look, I'm gonna make that motherfucker tired a little bit. Shit.
No. You gonna get tired before that thing gets tired. I'm telling you.
That's right.
A grizzly bear.
I gotta go with the lion.
The chip would just scare me, and I would end up just dying because I was scared.
See, the thing is, y'all think of survival. If I get attacked by a chimpanzee, I don't want to live. They want to rip your face off. They want to rip your dick off. They want to rip your toes off, rip your fingers off individually.
Shit,
that's the last thing I want.
Have you guys seen Nope? When he's like, when the chip says goes off and kills everybody on the set, that's what I think about. That's terrifying.
They was fucking people
terrifying.
Up they are brutal, and they do that to themselves. Like when they fight amongst each other, they do that.
No thanks.
No, man. Because I'm looking at it. We going mano with mano. We going mano
with
mano.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, nigga,
tit for tat.
Nope.
I'm going to lose, but y'all gonna know I put up the fight with this bear like Leonardo DiCaprio.
I feel like the lion gonna try to throw them paws. Like we might be in there really trying to scrap.
A lion's claw is this fucking long.
I know. He throw one of them.
A bear claw is probably just as long.
Yeah. One swipe of a bear paw could, you know those big industrial trash cans that be outside restaurants? A bear could easily slap that around if it wanted to.
Well, and I'm thinking of terrain, like he said. Like the lion's terrain, I feel like is more open. Probably most likely, so they're gonna have a clearer. And usually, like most of the lions hunt in packs, bro. You gotta be careful.
I mean, look, if
the squad go pull up on you,
if you're fighting any of these and they habitat, you're losing.
Yes,
you have to. You need them to not be. You need a monkey in the Sahara. You need a fucking lion in the forest.
I need these animals in downtown Detroit.
Like I said, I need them in a shopping mall, nigga.
I need to be somewhere I can like hit corners and hide behind stuff.
The zoo. Yeah. We gotta be at the zoo with it.
Comfortable with the lion though. I got to give
the lion. Give me the lion because I'm gonna just
give me the lion.
I'm gonna
accept my downtown Detroit.
I'm gonna just accept.
I'm gonna jump on the bear's back. What you about to do?
At least you really got bears fucked up. This show, you really got bears is smarter than you really think. I'm telling you, bears are smart as hell.
What's that saying?
It's like
if it's black, fight back. If it's brown, lay down. If it's white, you go night night.
Hey, those polar bears.
Polar bears, them motherfuckers are vicious.
Oh, a polar bear, I'm losing automatically.
They're carnivores.
Yes,
they only eat meat.
If I'm on their terrain, like I feel like. Are we talking about like a black bear, a grizzly bear? Like what kind of bear?
Grizzly bear. A polar bear. Listen, a polar bear. They say if a polar bear sees you, it's been tracking you for miles. So it already scoped you out, and you might as well accept death if you ain't got a gun.
That's another thing too. If I like see him approach it or like prepare myself, you know what I'm saying. But if he just comes out the gate like boom, bear. I'm done. I'm laying down.
All these bitches niggas come out the gate on that
right out the grass.
The only one you might have a chance with is if you fight like a chimpanzee near a body of water, because chimpanzees can't swim.
Can bears swim?
Yes, they are great swimmers.
Alisha,
I can't even swim. So if they're at water at
top.
Bears
do they swim though, or are they just kind of like
bears swim anywhere from like 15 miles an hour?
They literally catch their own fish.
I need you to watch some National
Bears eat fish, Alisha. They go in the water to catch fish.
Can bears swim? Despite their large, hefty bodies and thick fur, brown bears are great swimmers.
Bears?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can humans swim faster than a bear? According to online, grizzly bears, also called brown bears, can swim up to 6 miles per hour. By comparison, the average human swims about 2 to 3 miles per hour. So it's not likely.
Let your ass get a hair start, nigga. I'll be out there in a minute.
They can swim for over several hours at a time over long distances. They've been tracked to swim continuously for 62 miles.
You can't
I'm stressed out. No,
that's why I say.
You know what animal don't get tired, and that shit is fucking scary. Wild dogs, like in the what are they called?
Not prairie dogs, but
not prairie dogs, but they're in the wild.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
They look like regular dogs, but they're in the wild.
They might be called wild dogs.
Oh, wild dogs. Yeah,
that's what they call.
I think they're wild dogs.
But they travel in packs.
Yeah,
and they hunt. They like.
I think that's the actual name.
But hyenas and wild dogs, they don't get out. They don't run out of stamina. So they chase their prey until they prey get tired, and then they finally attack.
Yeah.
They don't get tired. That shit is scary. Like, could you imagine running for your life?
Boys right here, right?
Yep.
Wild dogs.
The wild dogs.
They don't have a stamina bar.
That was the name of the show. They had a show called Wild Dogs.
Bro, that shit.
That shit is cheating.
I'm sorry, bro.
You understand why if
animals
teamed up, we would be fucked.
Yeah,
No, you
that,
kinda right.
bro. I'm not gonna
I'm
lie.
kinda scared.
When you brought up the polar bear and all that shit, bro, it reminded me of this one story that I heard on a Joe Rogan podcast.
I heard the same one.
This one guy, he was telling a story about when him and like 4 or 5 of his friends, they got their, I think it's like ship or boat got stranded or something, and they were on a glacier out in
it was like Antarctica or something like that.
In Antarctica. And in the distance, they could see a polar bear, like far in the distance. He was probably about 5 or 6 glaciers away. And then he'd be up on the glacier. He'd stop, look at him, jump in the water. And then a few minutes later, he'd pop up on the next one. And then he'd crawl up, go across, pop up on the next one. And they're just getting closer and closer to him. And then eventually, did he say they got one of them? Bro,
he said he popped his head up, looked at him, popped back underwater.
All you could hear is the jaws.
So they just kept seeing it get closer, closer. It finally got close up to the point it snatched one of the guys off and dragged him underwater. Then swam back to the other glacier that was over by him and started eating him in front of his other. And all his friends could do, all they could do was sit there and watch.
Bro, do you know how you will be pissing yourself?
Anything in the water, I'm done for. I can't swim.
Y'all ain't got no guns, no nothing. No, that bitch.
And the next boat that could get to him was only like a couple hours out.
They didn't have no kind of weapons.
No,
like anything they could use as a weapon.
So they had to hold that.
You know how fucked up that is.
They had the fish out there.
But you see, dude get taken, and you see him on the next.
I would not look.
But you hear him screaming.
That's all you get to see.
You hear him screaming, and then after he eat too, you don't know if he's coming back.
You don't know if that nigga is full, bro. You gotta hope he is not hungry no more.
Don't let him. I'm gonna say they even took the skinny nigga. Damn, this nigga coming back for seconds. It was a fat friend.
Like, this nigga coming back for seconds. You know what else? You know what other animal is wild that people don't think? Hippos.
No, hippos. Vicious.
Bro, hippos.
Have you seen him eat a watermelon? Goodbye.
Yes.
That's all I need to know.
But hippos, they kill just as many humans as like.
And they faster than people think too.
Yeah, hippos run like 30 miles an hour.
What?
They don't swim. They run underwater. When you see hippos in water, that's them running underwater.
They literally go to the bottom and then literally skip through that motherfucker.
Yes.
They don't swim. They run. That's how they so fucking strong.
So you told me I'm not making it in the wild. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Bro, that's what this whole thing is about. Like,
and that's
I'm not making it.
And hippos are not fat. That's all muscle under that.
Mm-hmm.
Hippos are strong.
They fucking jaws. They got crackhead mouths though, but they jaws.
Oh yeah, they got
the crackhead.
They got the strongest bite force out of every animal.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You could put a car engine in their mouth and they can crush it.
A car engine is wild. What?
Nature itself is
we are the weakest in the animal kingdom.
Nah,
physically,
we are the
weakest.
toe to toe. I don't care.
Hey man,
that's what I say. Mental.
If I'm
it's all upstairs.
Yep. But back then too, I think our senses, because we weak as hell as humans. Now, I think because we're so far removed from even to have to live in those times. I think back then we were probably stronger, faster because you had to be to survive. Right. Now we just go to the grocery store for some food. Shit, back then you had to really get out there and run and catch some shit. And if you didn't catch some shit, you had some angry people back at the village.
That's one thing I like about Joe Rogan podcast is like when he have these people that go and visit all these villages and like all about the animals and stuff like that. Yeah. I love listening to them because it was this one dude. He went over, I forgot what country in Africa, but he went there and they have no cell phones, no nothing. Like they hunt their food every day. So they wake up the men who are like of hunting age, like teenagers and up. They go out with dogs, basically track down their food, and they go hunt the dogs all day while the women, they gather the food and watch the kids and stuff. When they come back at the end of the day, they come back with food for everybody to eat. They all eat the food, they dance, they celebrate, they go to sleep. And that's their same day, every day, same thing.
Simpler time.
He's like, there's 6-year-olds over there with 6-packs, 12-packs. Like their whole body's just ripped in muscle. Yeah. Because
you literally out.
Yeah, you just out there getting it every day. He's
like, your body is literally being used for the purposes of it.
Yeah.
He said like when he was running with these dudes, they all laughing at him because he was so out of shape, and he like they running for miles, like not just jogging, they're running for miles, and they're not tired. And he's like, when they get hungry, they stop. They'll see like a beehive. They'll just grab the beehive, like reach in there, pull out the honeycomb, just start eating it. Bees are stinging them. It's not even affecting them. Like they're just eating it. They're used to it.
Damn, bro. That's so real.
And he's like, he getting stung. He like, they all laughing at him because it's just like, like, dude, why are you like this?
Why are you like this?
He like, they eat baboons over there and shit.
Man.
He's like, they was eating baboons
You eat what
and
you
all
gotta
that shit.
eat.
Damn.
I was say we definitely would survive out there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because I would say we don't really get to see us at our peak physical form on a consistent basis. So it's really hard to tell, like, because in our heads we don't really be thinking we're capable of a lot of that shit, but we capable of a lot of shit for
That's
real.
true.
We really are.
Putting in them environments.
But even at our top physical peak, we still are not stronger than animals.
Oh no,
That's
not stronger, but
Yeah.
our strength and stuff with our intelligence.
numbers.
Yeah.
Strength and numbers,
Yep.
you'll do good.
And then that's what I say, because that's say somebody else on it. This is the Joe Rogan episode, the Joe Rogan podcast. And they was talking about they went to the village and the people, like how our feet are narrow, the people have been running the land and trees for so long that their feet look like hands. Like they spread it, like their feet spread it out. So like they was climbing the trees like monkeys. Like they was hitting the tree and just going up that bitch quick as hell. Cause how they feet they showed a picture of their feet. It literally looks like a hand because they foot spread it out so much.
Because you got to be able to
makes
walk
sense,
across
though.
all those surfaces.
Yeah.
That makes sense, though.
It's uneven and all that shit. Yeah.
So just imagine, like our body has so many different transformations to it, depending on the human body is magnificent within itself.
Oh, that's insane.
And we out here getting BBLs.
Good turnaround, Alisha.
That's true as hell.
And this can lead into the next topic. For the first topic, for real. We've just been kicking it. Did y'all hear about the people that went to Mexico? That got killed?
No.
Speaking of which, me and Kayla have been trying to plan a friend's vacation for November. Josh already said he down to go. If y'all down to go, y'all more than welcome. Okay. And we were trying to think about like going to Mexico.
She texted me.
Oh, she did? But
yeah.
We was thinking about going there, but then she was like, nah. She's like, nah, not Mexico. She's like, you heard about the cartel? I'm like, yeah, that shit been going on for a while. The cartel's in like a war with their government down there.
Oh.
So like when I heard about them 4 people in Mexico getting kidnapped, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, actually.
People from here?
Yeah, they from South Carolina. They went down there for a medical procedure and they got kidnapped.
Well, not even get kidnapped and shit. They got shot at. They was
2 people died, 2 people survived. They just got back home. And then apparently I seen some article earlier that the 4 people, the cartel group that kidnapped those people or shot those people were found tied up, sitting in the middle of the street with an apology letter written on them.
Yep, because they killed some, because shit, that's involving the American government and they don't want the American government really fucking with them because shit, nigga, we do business together.
Yeah.
The cartel
at the real, nigga, we really in business with the American government. That's how we really getting this shit over here.
Yeah.
So
the cartel,
nigga, we sorry. We killed a couple niggas. It's just some niggas.
Yeah.
That's how they looking at it. It's just some niggas.
Yeah,
we
it was
sorry.
black people too.
And did you hear it was actually a 5th person in the car?
Really?
Listen, they drove from North Carolina all the way down there. They got close to the border. They realized they didn't have the documentation to get over, so they just let them out. That don't sound right.
Wow.
You drive 26 hours. I don't give a fuck. You all my friends. If we drive 26 hours,
y'all,
nigga, we not finna just leave you.
Yeah.
He literally they said he just got out the car and got the fuck on and they went across the border and that happened.
Nah, man, that don't sound fucking right.
I
Who
hear
the fuck
about
is
that.
this nigga?
Yep.
That sounds
Because
very
they got a video
suspect.
showing everybody in the car.
That's a long conversation before we just decide you get out and you head back. And that's a long ass. We pulling off to the side. And we have to leave
Like
back.
you got your flight book, you got your Uber to get to your flight back home. Like we got to make sure you good.
Yeah.
We gonna drive you to the airport before we go.
Yeah, like we gonna go. We gonna turn around.
Even still go.
If we still, I don't know if I could do it.
26-hour ride though. That's a lot of commitment.
I know. That's why I said why I said it's a
really
long conversation.
So we gonna drop you off at the airport, see where the closest airport is, see if we can get a flight back home.
Yeah.
But we not finna just leave you.
We're coming back. Like we're gonna leave for now and come back later. Not I'm gonna like get the fuck out. We leaving you. Like what the fuck? Dog, that shit is nah.
Yep.
That's
that's
it. And they were going down there for a BBL or medical procedure or something.
Oh, that's what they was going down there for?
Yes. That's what they say they were going down there for.
No, allegedly, they were going down there for that.
We don't know because
maybe some other extracurriculars.
Never know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They could have been trying to find some shit, but you never know.
That just don't sound right to me in general.
Wow.
Say, nigga, hopped out the car. Say, all right, y'all, shit, 26 hours. Nigga, you never noticed you had an ID. As many times as y'all had to stop.
I swear to God.
Dog.
You ain't went in your wallet nan time.
And check. Bro.
Double, triple check. That's like one of the top things you
Man,
should have on you.
No, he
Passport.
for sure did.
26 hours.
That's
Y'all
the
done
first-
stopped a good 5 times in 26 hours for sure.
First thing you supposed to be checking, bro. Oh my God. I remember I had
That
to
was a
drop
setup. That was a setup.
Listen, it's some shit to that.
Man,
It's
I
definitely
remember-
some shit to that.
one time I had to drop somebody off to the train station because they were leaving out of state, and they got in the car, and we got like halfway there. I'm like, all right, you got all your stuff. Like, I'm going through the checklist with them and all this stuff. I'm like, you're an adult, but I'm like, bro,
Like,
Please.
niggas still forget shit sometimes.
yeah. I'm like, okay, you got all your shit. Like, yeah, your ID, all this stuff. Like, oh fuck. Like, I don't have my ID. I'm like, nigga. So we ended up having to go back, start looking through all the shit. Can't find it anywhere. And then I go in one of his bags that he put in my trunk.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, nigga, is this it right here?
At least he had it in the bag.
Exactly.
That shit make me so mad.
Bro, I was pissed.
That shit make I hate that shit. Double check. I
It's just
try to
irresponsible.
I try to make sure
be
that if I'm
responsible,
about to go somewhere and I know I need it, I'm double checking.
For real.
Right when I leave out the house, I'm like, okay, wallet, keys, phone, McChicken. Cool. I got everything I need.
The essentials.
I'm the nigga that forget shit. So I got a damn near quadruple check. Like, I check while I'm checking. While I just got done checking.
For real.
Even when we on the road, I'm still checking to make sure I got everything.
Especially when you
'Cause
got
I'll
other
forget
people.
something.
Like the other people, that's rude as hell.
Hell yeah.
Oh, sorry, I forgot.
I fucking, speaking of forgetting some shit, my Auntie Mimi wedding was in Jamaica. I'm in the wedding. I leave my suit at the house.
See,
Ooh.
as the wife, I would be
Listen.
screaming.
Listen, I tried to make sure I had everything. I even had the suit laying on the bed next to the bag. If I get distracted off what I'm supposed to be doing, in my head,
God.
I literally have a roadmap of what I need to be doing. If you interject at any point, something's gonna get fucked up. It's just how my brain works.
Bro.
It's just how my brain
I
works.
just got to
If
start
I-
over. Like if I get thrown off,
Listen,
start
and no,
over.
that's what I started doing.
Thing, bro.
But-
the main thing.
Luckily, somebody else was coming the next day,
You had one job.
and they was able to get the suit over there to us.
My nigga,
Cool.
if you didn't do anything else,
Hey,
having that would have been,
I
would
mean,
have been good enough.
at least somebody else could have got it for him.
Yeah,
Dog.
Save the day.
because I knew we was on a plane. The plane about to take off, and I was like, I see everybody loading their suits up. I said,
Oh
"Ooh,
Those look nice.
I say, Auntie, you about to be mad at me."
He started
I say,
disassociating.
I forgot my suit. She said, "Boy, you did what?" I said, "I just went on here and sat down like I'm sorry." I felt like a little kid, man. I was so.
I know she was heated.
Because everybody know I'm the nigga to forget shit, and they was
Oh
definitely
my
on my
God.
ass. My grandma, because we stayed at my grandma's house that night, so she can drive us to the airport. My grandma was trying to make sure I remembered everything. Girl was trying to make sure I remembered everything, and I still forgot.
Hey, Romano, like, Auntie, you about to be mad at me.
Because listen, because as soon as we get on the plane, they got the little thing where you can hang the little closet where you can hang stuff up at. And I see my brother and my cousin, and they hanging stuff up, and I'm like, damn, why I ain't got nothing to hang up?
Like, Auntie, you want a drink? You want some
This
stuff?
nigga Josh losing it.
Like, why the fuck I ain't got nothing to hang up? It ain't in my bag.
Oh my God.
Damn, it's on that
This
bed.
is so funny, bro.
It's on that bed. I called my grandma like, Grandma, is my suit on that bed? Yeah, boy, it's laying right here. I told your ass not to forget this.
I
Shaking
know.
her head.
I hate, man, that's the worst. That's why I try to double check, especially if it's something like a wedding or something that important. I'm double checking everything. I'm like, I'm not about to be the nigga
Yeah, I
that's
don't
known
wanna
for
be that
forgetting
person.
shit. Nope.
Yep, that's me.
Oh,
I
'cause
got
there's
better at
always
it over the
somebody.
years. And I definitely got better at it because
By your own standards or by what
no,
other
I don't
people
be forgetting
told?
shit all the time.
Try to double
I
check. I
better.
try.
Not even on important dates, like on a regular day. I might forget some shit.
Yeah,
I
on
told
regular
you
days I
that.
forget shit, but if it's like important, nah.
If I get threw off it's the ADHD or something. I literally have a roadmap of shit. Like if I literally have it planned out exactly how I want to do it. If you interject, ask me a question, fuck with me at any point in time, you throw me off my whole rhythm.
That's fair.
How do we know you in that zone though? Like, how would somebody tell?
I'm always in the zone.
So we gotta hit
Kobe
this
with
topic.
this shit. I'm always in the zone.
Did y'all see what Chris Rock said
Yes.
about Will Smith and Jada?
Shout out to him for getting that bag before he said anything.
He was waiting.
Get that money.
How do y'all feel about it?
I'm on the side.
I mean, I felt he was completely justifying.
I don't think it was
what he
that
said.
like crazy.
He ain't really saying.
Like people were trying to make like, oh my God, I can't believe he said. What else would he say?
All he said is what everybody else been saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally.
I seen some people trying to say like this shit happened a year ago, bro. Like, and you still talking about it?
Yeah,
He never talked about
He
it.
hasn't talked about it since it happened.
No interviews,
No
no nothing.
And
Ride the
secondly,
wave.
who are you to tell somebody how to deal with their shit?
Yeah.
Y'all wasn't slapped in front of the whole world, and the whole world talking shit about you.
Bro, motherfucker be breaking up shit from 5 years ago and they ain't getting paid for it. This nigga got paid $20 million.
Exactly.
Yeah.
$20 million.
And then I seen people trying to shit on him, talking about he called Will Smith a bitch ass nigga, and they was like, "Well,
Because he is a bitch ass nigga.
but like,
To be fair, he said everybody call him a bitch.
yeah, but he was calling him that, and they was like, well, if you say
Thank
Will
you.
Smith a bitch ass nigga, and you got smacked by him, what that make you?"
But, oh, go ahead.
People trying to call Chris Rock that, but it's like, yeah, but nobody ever looked at Chris Rock as the type of nigga to like Chris Rock did what people expect Chris Rock to do.
Yeah.
And that's how I like how he closed that part out. Because he even said it in the thing. He even damn near called himself, he damn near called himself a bitch ass nigga himself. And he said, all these people you choose to fight, nigga, you choose to fight me,
Yeah.
the nigga you can beat. He even admitted it. That's
Yeah.
why I fucked with it. Because he even admitted, like, yeah, nigga, you can probably beat my ass. But you're still a bitch ass nigga. We're both just bitch ass niggas in this situation.
Chris,
think he was
Chris Rock,
respectful,
Will
but,
Smith
like,
wasn't
funny.
smacking Chris Rock. Chris Rock just received the smack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will Smith was
That's
smacking
kind of what he
everybody.
said too.
Yeah. And that's why I like how he
He
closed.
said, out of all the people you could have slapped.
Right.
I'm on Chris Rock's side.
Yeah.
And I hate people trying to bring because he was like, because my parents told me never fight in front of white people. But then people are bringing up this old clip of him, Louis C.K., Seinfeld, and some other guy, and Louis C.K. and the other guy is saying nigga and all that shit. Chris Rock sitting there laughing with him high, and Seinfeld's the only one in the room like, yeah, nah, I don't think it's okay that y'all saying that. And Chris Rock was like, oh, it's fine if they say it. Like he basically giving them the okay to say it. Seinfeld's the only one. They're like, nah, that's not okay that they saying that. So people bringing up that clip and trying to say like you don't want to fight in front of white people, but you'll let them sit here and say nigger and all this shit in front of you.
If you comfortable with white people saying nigga in front of you, they can say nigga in front of you.
That's you. Yeah.
I really don't be giving a fuck if that's how if you're comfortable with that shit around you, then shit, that's you just comfortable with that shit around you. It may not be comfortable for the shit to happen around me, but shit, that's you, nigga. I really can't tell you how to feel about these words because they all words at the motherfucker.
I want to say to like the white people, that's a slippery slope.
Yeah.
Have fun with that.
I can't remember the comedian's name that was doing it.
Oh, okay.
I know it was Louis C.K. who was doing it. I can't remember the other dude. If I see his face, I know exactly who he is. I just can't picture his name.
Yeah,
I'm a person of context too. What was the context?
They were all talking about comedy in general. It was just like sitting there with four comedians and they talking about comedy. And they were talking about like how they like saying the word nigger. And they were like, yeah, like I like saying it. Like it's not that I'm trying to use it in a derogatory way, but it's like if I go to Starbucks, somebody make coffee, it could be whatever color. It's like, damn, that nigger made the fuck out of my coffee for me.
Like niggas use it the same way.
Like that's the context.
Call me whatever y'all
That's
want.
a slippery slope.
But that's the context. Louis C.K. and the other dude was like using it, and Chris Rock was like laughing and saying it with him and everything. And Seinfeld's the only one sitting there like, yeah, I don't think it's okay that y'all saying that word.
And I don't think they.
That's
the
Seinfeld show almost got fucking canceled because of Kramer ass. That's what he's.
Kramer said, "Wow, shit." Kramer didn't just say.
They said he was a little insane in the head in real life.
Kramer was threatening motherfuckers, like killing motherfuckers, and like, yo, people is better as slaves type talk. What Kramer did, shit. So I see how Seinfeld almost got canceled because it's one thing just to sit here and say nigga and all that shit. It's another thing like, yo, people is better as slaves. If this was however many years ago, I will own you. Like, it's different. There's levels to it.
Yeah, man.
But if you lying, though.
There's level to these
Not to
niggas.
be better slave.
Yeah.
Not the better slave, but he kind of was. Shit, he would have owned some niggas back then.
It's one thing.
That man was pretty old.
It's one thing to think it. It's another thing to actually say it.
Who do y'all think? This is something that just randomly popped in my head.
I say if you think it's
Of the white celebrities today, who do you think would for sure own slaves if that was a thing?
That's a good topic. Will Ferrell?
Will Ferrell.
I think Will Ferrell would be the coolest slave master, though.
But I think,
Will Ferrell would.
he'd be cool.
I think he'd take care of his slaves.
Yeah, they'd be like,
Leo would definitely.
they'd be like Django low key.
Trump.
Oh,
Oh,
without a
most
doubt,
Biden
the biggest
would.
plantation.
Yeah.
Kamala Harris would.
I was about to say that too.
Trump plantation might be slapping too, though.
Obama would.
No, his would be in the trenches.
I think Trump
No.
plantation might be who?
Obama would.
Yeah, Obama owns
You
slaves.
think
Any
Obama
nigga-
would own
Any
slaves?
nigga with money and power like that, yes.
Y'all
Absolutely.
know black people own slaves back then too.
I don't think Obama would. I don't think he would.
Black
And
people own
you know
slaves
what?
back
I
in
don't
that
think
time,
Michelle would let him. I don't think she would let
Yes.
her. No.
You gotta think. You gotta think at the time.
You gotta think about
You
it.
gotta think at the
She
time.
probably would
time
have
and a
been
place.
promoted from slave to be his wife.
You gotta think
Come
at the
sleep in
time.
a big
period.
house with me, baby.
You gotta think like it's back. It's back during the time where it was okay, where it's not looked at as wrong.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. We forget the context of the environment that it was really in.
Taylor
It
Swift.
was cool. It's like Nick,
Taylor Swift would.
Kanye West would be her main nigga. She would have paid all her money to get Kanye.
Taylor Swift, I
She
think
would have had
hers
that nigga
would be
slaving on her
like,
designs.
What
Nicki
other?
Minaj.
no, I don't think Nicki
Nah.
Minaj was like.
I'm trying to think of like white people
She
that would own
might.
niggas.
She probably make her slaves
Yeah,
eat her
hold
ass or
on, let
something.
me think.
Nicki probably be freaky with her slaves.
Trying to think because you gotta realize niggas ain't gonna be making that much money just that
Yeah.
time period.
No, it was niggas out there getting money.
It was, but it wasn't a lot of us.
The Kardashians.
Selena
Like Nano.
Gomez.
in
No,
celebrity game, it ain't a
Selena's
lot
one
of
of
niggas
us.
really out here
Don't
getting
go on
money.
my girl. Her and Justin would not do that.
Who else would?
But Hailey Bieber, she will own some slaves. Don't come for
The
Selena.
Kardashians would.
The Kardashians
Most
would for sure have a whole block party.
A whole-
I think Aaron Rodgers would. Aaron Rodgers look like a good old slave master.
I think Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers look like a slave master right now with that look.
He would be
Aaron Rodgers is a
doing,
hippie.
nah,
Aaron
he be
Rodgers
doing
is
like the
hippie.
slave games, like where he makes them compete for a certain
Aaron Rodgers
spot.
is too hippie
I
out.
guarantee.
He could still be a
Him
hippie.
and
Hey, now
Tom
that you
Brady.
brought it up, Brett
Him
Favre.
and all of them.
yeah,
Him,
Favre,
Tom Brady, Brett Favre.
Brett Favre for sure would.
Brett Favre for sure.
They would go in on a plantation together.
I don't think Aaron Rodgers. I think Aaron Rodgers is too much of a hippie.
Tom Brady too.
Tom Brady for sure.
Skip Bayless.
For sure. Skip Bayless
Yeah.
gonna have hella niggas.
Hella niggas.
Michael Jordan gonna be his bottom bitch.
That's his favorite slave.
Mm-hmm.
Boss said I can get a day pass. I can go see the other plantation. Boss, that's where my family at.
I get a special tour.
Yeah, listen, that's his right here. He a house nigga. Jordan, his house nigga. Boy, I got a slave out who can outbeat any slave you got over here. Boy, I try to tell you.
He's six. He's
Who's
6 and
some
on
other
them tournaments,
good
nigga.
Oh, who's
Jimmy
our-
Kimmel.
Yeah.
Jimmy Kimmel would.
I could see him turning over to the other side.
Because it was comfortable.
Yeah.
It's like it was like owning dogs back
Yeah.
then.
Yeah.
That's
Logic.
literally what it was like.
Yeah.
It's like owning dogs.
I don't think Logic would do that.
Yeah,
I
like,
mean, look at
Logic
some of
could
these
do that.
animes. I ain't
No,
gonna
shit.
lie.
The way they got Logic feeling out here right now, Logic owns some slaves.
did you see that bullshit video he just released where he was singing good? It was a good day from Ice Cube.
No, I didn't see
Where
the
he
video.
was singing.
I seen the Joe
Can you
Budden
sing?
thing where they talk about Logic. and
Man, that shit was all right. I can't remember what movies it was in. I think it was in the other guys with Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell.
Mhm.
But you know the scene where the dude singing "Candy Shop" by 50 Cent. I take
Yeah.
you to the candy
Yeah.
shop. All right, imagine that being done for Ice Cube's. It was a good day. Today was a good day. That's what Logic did.
That's
Damn.
That's what Logic did.
That's-
It was terrible.
Mark Wahlberg would definitely own some slaves, by the way.
Yeah.
He's from Massachusetts.
Yeah, and
I
Young
can't
Mark.
say that correctly.
Yeah.
no. He said
Young Mark
Massachusetts,
definitely
nigga.
had
I can't say
slaves.
it.
He'd
He's
have a
from
little.
Boston.
He'd have a little light skinned slave.
Yeah. Mark ain't
A
really come
volunteer's
around
tribute.
to black people until the Four
Yeah,
Brothers.
A volunteer.
Shit, Boston just killed a lot of
Wahlberg would. Ben Affleck would.
Oh, him and J Lo will
Matt
for
Damon.
sure have slaves.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Tom Cruise for sure would.
1,000%. He would
would-
have one of the biggest plantations.
Listen, he'd be having
He'll
his,
be next door to Trump.
he'd have his motherfucking slaves setting up motherfucking little tutorials on how to get away from shit.
Leonardo DiCaprio would. He played that slave master too.
No, I told.
But I think he'll be a cool slave master.
Like a nice one.
All his slaves have got to be under 25.
Yes.
Hey, soon the women get passed on there and get them up off the plantation.
He'd auction the women ones out.
Yep.
Like, this was good to have kids. This one's good at cooking.
Yep.
Come and get them.
He prepped.
Why they're 26 and a half? Come and get them.
Who else?
This is so wrong. Why did I think about this?
Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel black though. Well, he's still on slaves. We've been naming a whole bunch of other black people.
Vin Diesel could
Would
pass.
Vin Diesel have some slaves? I could see it.
Yeah, he'll just call them all his family.
Yeah.
To make them,
he'll treat them like his family. All his slaves get treated like,
to make it seem less criminal.
Yeah,
you call them family.
Yeah. Y'all boss over there treat y'all bad. Boss over here treat us like family.
Tyrese be his ride or die.
Yeah, that's his top slave.
Exactly.
Him and Skip would be arguing over who
the number one slave.
Say my slave can sing. What your slave can do? Dribble the ball, boy.
I'm telling you, no, this ain't my slave. It's my family.
Yeah.
it's
Don't talk about my. Say load the horses up, fellas. We riding.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be bad.
Oh man, I like this topic. This is a good topic.
I know,
I'm trying to think of who
because
else.
there's so many. You know who?
Elon Musk would.
Oh, 1,000%.
For sure.
That nigga be.
And I feel like he would not give a flying fuck about him.
I think he would create adventures just to have them test it out.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Jeff Zuckerberg would. Jeff Bezos.
Oh,
Bezos for sure.
Oh, don't.
Them niggas got slaves now.
No cap. They literally got slaves currently.
You right.
That's fact.
Megan Fox and MGK. I feel like they would.
They
have
broke
slaves.
up, but yeah, they fight over custody
some
for the
bondage
slaves.
shit to their slaves.
Yeah, they would be doing.
That'd
some
be
weird,
one of them slaves houses you don't want to be at. You
hear
what they be doing?
They
to them
escape
people
the
over there?
underground. The underground railroad is underneath theirs.
Everybody getting fucked over there.
Yeah, for sure.
They take you out in the back and beat you.
Yeah,
like,
they
come on
run
now.
away.
Act out. You get beat in front of everybody. Quick
She whipping you out. He beating off to it. That'd be some creepy shit over there.
Yeah, that sounds just about right. I'm not even gonna cap.
Oh man.
Why'd you give me that picture in my head?
Hey, listen,
we have a deep dive.
Captain America for sure would have owned slaves.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah,
When he
he would have been racist as fuck. He would have let somebody would have been getting beat down. He would have been like,
I get that it's a comic book and everything, but it's not realistic in the sense of he was during the Civil War. No, it wasn't Civil War time, but it was during World War II.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
when all that shit was going on, when segregation was going on, that nigga benefited from segregation.
Mm-hmm.
He just and then as soon as he get unthawed, all of a sudden everybody like kumbaya and shit. He realized a black man in charge of SHIELD where he gonna be working.
Yeah,
Captain America would have blew a gas.
Back to that recap.
I feel like Iron Man would have he would own a slave or two, he would dabble in it, but they would be treated really nice.
Captain America would have went up
just in the house.
I think he'd be like Elon Musk and just having them test suits out.
Yeah, he would just have them
really
do
sure
experimental shit. Yeah.
I just picture Captain America in real life going to somebody at SHIELD like, they gonna let this black be in charge of this? Trying to be discreet with it, like they gonna.
He don't even got two eyes.
Tony, and that's the funny part.
Tony, who the fuck
is it? The Boys. That's the funny part about The Boys because it's a black man in charge of them too.
Yeah.
Homelander ain't shit.
Homelander.
Listen, I just started back watching it too.
I gotta finish season.
When's that new season coming out?
It.
I need that.
I gotta finish season 3. Invincible comes back this year.
No, you need to watch Attack on Titan.
I'm waiting on the third episode to drop.
Just read. You have tons of time.
Look, I be wanting to square with this nigga.
I'm not about to give up. I'm not about to give up my enjoyment to satisfy y'all.
It's so good. It's worth the pain.
It's not pain.
It's not pain. It's the same thing as if you get
you just can't.
It's the same thing as if you get a Chinese tattoo. If you get a Chinese letter tattoo, you think it say courage, but it really say bitch ass nigga. It's the same thing. These subtitles, you think this is what these motherfuckers are saying, but it's really not saying that.
Say with the dub. You don't know what they say to the dub.
Exactly.
It's literally the dub version in subtitles.
They could be saying hella nigga like hella racist shit on these animes.
They probably
but the
do.
dub, the subtitles just gonna BET it. Mm-hmm. So instead of saying bitch ass nigga, it's calling it
flip some shit around.
You snitch, brother. That's what you're reading.
They'll fuck up a movie like that in a minute, bro. And
the voice don't even match.
Man.
Oh my God.
And that's what y'all reading. Attack on Titan. Y'all think it's saying that shit, but it's not.
Nigga,
we got the gist of what's going on. Yeah, have you
Like, have you seen a bad dub before? Nigga, the lips don't ever match up. Nigga, stop fucking playing with me.
Nigga,
Listen to sub and shit match
the
up.
language is different.
No, hey, it's an
10% of the
anime.
scenes don't make sense.
It's an anime or a cartoon in general. None of the lips match what the fuck they are saying in general. Go watch Ed and Eddie and tell me if the lips is matching what they actually say.
Okay, nigga, that's a show from 15 years ago.
Yeah,
Can we use a little
the
bit more
animation
recent?
is a little slow.
Like,
You know what that
I ain't gonna
is.
lie. Even
In
there's
general.
some, if you pay attention, because I'm big on the movie stuff. Even if you pay attention to certain movies, you can see where they shot it, like they voiced over in the studio.
Yeah.
Like if you really start paying attention, because I pay attention to all the critical
Unless it's
details and
specific
like that.
words where you like M words and you have to go like if you have to do that, that's different. But like in anime, they mouth just go like this the whole time, regardless dub or sub. It ain't like they
Bruh.
putting emphasis on something.
You're missing out. That's all I have to say.
I'm
Yeah.
not.
I'm
Y'all,
gonna start posting spoilers. It's been a week.
that's okay. I can
Cause
just
they-
mute.
I'm like, by the way, I'll be
I
like,
could just mute
good
it.
morning to everybody,
post the
except for niggas who didn't know this, and this happened on season 1. I'm gonna tag you.
I'm fine with that. That's not about to spoil it for me. I'm all right, cool. I know what to expect now. Just going to us watching.
Go ahead in
I'm
the
cool with
comments. Dub or sub.
Episode 1, this is what went down.
Dub or sub.
Sub fan base is more loud than dub. Sub is basically people who just think that they better.
No, I don't think
And
I'm
they
better.
not.
I fully understand the dub folks. I just prefer not.
Sub is the west side of Detroit and dub is the east side of Detroit.
Look,
Like if dub
That's
was
a good-
if dub
that's
was
a good
only
one.
available, I'll watch.
Dub is
Look,
what got
hold
niggas
on.
into anime. Y'all niggas left y'all roots
Hold
and y'all
on.
trying to shit
hold
on
on,
that.
wait. No, y'all niggas stop.
He not
Heard,
lying.
because I was
He not
listen.
lying.
So, like with me, if I got the option of like sub or dub, I'm gonna pick dub first. But if I don't got the option and I see sub, it's not gonna stop me from watching the show.
Oh, it'll stop me. Unless it's like
Yeah, that's
unless like for example, Yu Yu Hakusho came out with like 2 or 3 new episodes of their show a couple years ago as like a celebration of the show, and it was only in sub. So I had no choice but to watch it in sub. That's the only time I like, fuck it, I'm gonna just watch this in
so
sub.
even if the dub takes a long time to make its appearance.
I have to suck it up. I've been watching season 6 of My Hero Academia, and we're 2 episodes behind sub. I'm still still watching it.
Sub go ahead every time.
Subtitles smooth to have on just in general though, even if they
It
speak
is.
English. I like
It
having
is,
them
but
on.
I'm not about to shit on like what got me here, what got me into it.
No,
Like
I want
Alicia.
like I'm shitting on it fully. I want the listeners
She like
because we got listeners, believe it or not. No, for real.
Oh, we do.
I want y'all to sound
We
off
do.
because I'm curious.
Because
Sub or dub?
people had told me like, oh, y'all just stop doing a podcast or whatever. I'm like,
Sub or
nah,
dub?
I got
yeah.
my foot got fucked. So
And shout out
trust
to
me.
my family because they really do listen. Like they all be listening. So shout
I
out
Shout out to the
appreciate it.
Adams family.
hey.
didn't know
Adams family. Hey.
But that's gonna do it for this week, y'all. Y'all got any encouraging words for the listeners?
Don't let bartenders make a drink that you didn't know what was in it.
That's some good advice.
Yeah.
My tea has this little tag, and I figured I'd read it. I thought it was. I looked at it earlier and I was like, "Yeah, that's it." From a small seed, a mighty trunk may grow.
Ooh, that's powerful. That was some powerful words right there.
Basically, it's saying that he's a shower, not a grower.
Listen. That's a good one. And don't do shrooms if you have responsibilities to take care of.
And look both ways for crossing.
We're driving down the street.
Yeah,
We're dropping knowledge out here.
I mean, this ain't got nothing to do with said me. I'm just saying, giving advice out.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, totally got nothing to do with you.
All right, y'all. That's gonna do it for this week. I'm Clay Tizzle.
I'm Jay Smooth.
Alicia A.
And Mondo.
Signing out. Peace.
Yeah.